Let's get a little grist of all the folks you've been talking to. Which is the quarterback signing of the offseason that's left heads being scratched the most? Which one is the one that folks are like, don't know about that one the most?
Ooh, quarterback signing. I'm just trying to.
So it would be Lawrence, Love, Tua.
Oh, the big contracts. Okay, I was thinking of like free agency signings.
Yes, sir.
Because those are sort of clear cut. It's funny because you have a lot of talks about the quarterback market and do you pay for a guy who's maybe outside of the top 10 or middle of the road? And teams have two paths on that, right? They either stick with the comfort, like we know we have a guy and life's much worse without a guy who's sort of not in that top 16 or whatever. It's the haves and the have-nots. And so teams are just deciding to blindly pay that. I think Miami, there was some skepticism a little bit league-wide just because of the injuries that he's had. Now, he led the league in passing and played 17 games last year. He did what he had to do to get the money. And, when other quarterbacks were hitting that $50 million mark, including Trevor Lawrence, then, Tua can say, look, I can't take any less than that. But I know that Miami, even though they have a lot of faith in Tua and Mike McDaniel loves Tua, they were spooked in that building a little bit when Lawrence and Jared Goff were getting $52 to $55 million. There was some spookiness there. They're like, okay, we have to do this. And we really like Tua, but I don't think a lot of people would mistake him for being in that sort of Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes class, Joe Burrow. So it's a tough pill to swallow a little bit, but they do believe that they can win with him and they have the team around him to do it. So I would say that one, just, teams bring up Tua as like, he's good, not great. Do you pay for just good, Or at least Trevor Lawrence, for all the problems he's had, and he was bad last year, but he was also, I think, more hurt than people let on or knew. His ceiling's higher, So you pay for the ceiling. Jordan Love, you pay for the ceiling. You pay for what they could be. And Jared Goff, there weren't a lot of complaints about that contract, honestly. He became a top 10 quarterback without the contract just the last 2 years alone. Like, he's a guy now. It's been a pretty impressive rise for when he was left for dead 3 years ago or 2 years ago in L.A.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.